Hey everybody, welcome back. It's true, we lost an Azazel run on our last episode. Everybody laugh, ha 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 ha. NL lost an Azazel run. How dare he be a human being who makes mistakes, okay? JLT61Z8Z, I'm just joking. Where's Maggie? Why Maggie? I'm going in like the first character I see that strikes my fancy and also has a post-it note deficiency is where we're going. Yo, Book of Revelations? Is it my birthday? Hey, if only that item had shown up one item earlier, so I didn't have to lose that Azazel run. You can't see, but I'm acting right now. My arms are permaflexed. Now that's a lot of damage, etc., 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 etc. Anyway, how you doing? Good, me too. Glad to hear it. It's a beautiful day, by which I mean it is raining like crazy. But that's okay, I don't mind, honestly. I understand, I didn't used to. I really didn't when people were like, I don't like the rain. It's not that I would choose the rain. You know, if I had to choose my ideal weather, it would be like, you know, somewhere between 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, bright, but not sunny enough that you would ever need sunglasses. You know, partly cloudy is maybe good. A light wind that's the exact same temperature as the outdoors. That's pretty much it. But I have to admit and reconcile, it rains a lot in Vancouver. And it did, like, to some extent, it sort of affected my mood in the winter of, you know, 2017 and early 2018. So just like, why do I hate waking up? And I realized I hate waking up because every day I wake up and it's like 10 a.m., dark, as if it was like 7 p.m., and rainy, and for some reason my brain is like, this sucks, dude. That's where the wake-up light helped out a lot. And instead of like waking up at 10 and being like, I was waking up at like 9 and being like, gray skies are gonna clear 'em. Put on a happy face. Why are we taking so much damage? Simultaneously, I still prefer the rain to the snow. I feel like there's an objective choice there. Would you rather have rain or cold rain? Cold and dangerous rain, really, in that fact. But anyway, disregard. I'm just saying. I'm happy it's raining a little bit. We didn't get much rain in Vancouver over the summer. So you got a couple of choices. One choice is, you get rain, and maybe you get a little down. And of course, you have to carry an umbrella from time to time, which is just second nature here. Or you get no rain, and then the northern part of your province lights on fire, blankets your city, blankets your city in a thick plume of smoke that refuses to vanquish itself until, you know, the first rain of September. Anyway, maybe the weather here is not as good as I had originally postulated. That's not true. The weather here is good, mostly because the climate is good. Slight difference, but marked difference. The temperature is great here. Always. Never too cold, never too hot. The winters are remarkably mild. Name that Jim Carrey movie. Wrong. It's The Cable Guy. What's up with Jim Carrey, man? Maybe that's his problem. Maybe his problem is that nobody's ever asked what's up with Jim Carrey. Instead, they always go, hey, be funny, man. Maybe he doesn't want to be the funny man anymore, but simultaneously, my dude's been in some bad movies lately. Kick Butt 2, you may know it by its other canonical name. That movie Dark Crimes, or whatever the heck it's called, that has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, but people were like briefly excited about it because they're like, Jim Carrey's in it, and he has a beard. Yo, so helpful. I want to tell you, I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. I grew up in the ideal era of Carrey, or as we call it, the Carrey. The Carrey. There we go. I knew it was going to work at some point. Ace Ventura 1 and 2, The Mask, The Truman Show, The Cable Guy. All the way up, Bruce Almighty even, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, The Majestic. Dumb and Dumber. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention the true classic. But then, you know, he's had some bad times recently. There's the whole anti-vaccine thing, and then on top of that, the, you know, dubious choice of films, acting in a movie known for being super violent, and then when it came out being like, I don't support my movie because there's too much violence in it. That's a little cowardly. It's like, did you not read the script? Maybe not. But still, that's not really a good excuse. Really, you should have apologized because that movie was just bad. I love the first one, but I mean, come on, man. Anyway, where was I going with this? Bring Jim Carrey back, but in like a good way. I know he's got a new show on Showtime. I will not watch it until somebody watching this episode tells me whether or not it's good. And even then, I'll probably go to, you know, Metacritic and see what its Metascore is. Because that's the kind of coward I am. So I think that this is very great, and I think that I will take this for damage, just to, mostly to have something to shoot quickly, because I do worry that Polyphemus is amazing, but if we don't get Tears upgrades, it's going to be a little slow for enemies that rush us down, but definitely like a good item nonetheless. Obviously. Okay. This is a great setup so far. 0.65 damage, which is a result of Maggie being Maggie, plus, of course, Small Rock as well. Very, very bad. Like, 0.65 damage is bad enough to warrant, like, an intervention. But there's not a whole heck of a lot we can do about it except open every available chest and hope to mitigate that. And not to mention, hey, let's not be too negative. We do have Book of Revelations, so we'll probably take damage more than we would like to, just due to our speed making it really, really tough or even impossible to dodge. But simultaneously, we also have a way to subsidize that. Plus, we'll get like maybe a 3rd level Bandage Girl. We'll see. It's actually a big run. I should pay attention, because getting Book of Revelations early means that there's a very, very real chance that we could, I mean, not good chance, but real chance that we could get a 4th level Bandage Girl right now, which knocks off one of the most annoying achievements you need to get a 100% save file, so don't let me act like this run doesn't have it going on right now, because it can get it. What does that mean? I think it means I would have relations with it? I don't know. I don't follow all of the parlance of the youth. I still don't really know what yeet means, but I say it all the time. And then people go, wow, when you say yeet, it's so cool. It's like you're 10 years younger. And I go, YOLO, man. Just, I mean, the closer you are to danger, the further you are from harm on that guy, apparently. I will take this. Multi-dimensional baby, not bad. And briefly, we will get the value out of Empty Vessel as well, as you can see right here. But as soon as we go down on the next floor, we are going to lose that. So we'll peep the curse room real quick. Oh, this speed. This is not a great situation for us to find ourselves in. Just a speed upgrade is all, you know, I'll do a blood bank sort of situation. I'll do whatever needs to be done. I don't need to have 1 speed. Let's settle, please. Oh, nice. Okay. I really, in my heart of hearts, I believe that one of those would pay out for us. I would settle for like 0.8 speed. We got a run that can win on 0.8 speed. Can we win on 0.65 speed? Yeah, but it's gonna be annoying, Mom. Ow. I like the health upgrade, of course. If we're already gonna have health regardless, we might as well enjoy this. Please, God. Speed up. Or bombs are key. Full health. That's terrible. Oh no, so we can't go to our item room or our shop despite having a ton of money and desperately needing the item. Again, we're fine. Just looking for Magic Mush or something. Getting a little desperate here. Alright. We're fine, but we could be better than fine, if at all possible. But for now, you know, you gotta play the cards you're dealt. And this is why, I don't know, what do you have? You beat Delirium as Maggie for a permanent plus 0.3 speed upgrade pill to start the run with or something? As far as upgrades go, that's got to be considered a pretty freaking good one. Hey, beat Delirium, or Hush, I can't remember. And then for every subsequent run, you get a speed upgrade. That's the kind of metagaming that doesn't really exist in Isaac most of the time. I beg you. We should get 3 plays. Okay, I'm gonna blow you up. Promise, Daddy? I apologize for that. But hey, now that I've made a joke, this episode is now above average. So we should have half of a red heart right now. We don't want to just throw that HP away or throw any of our spirit hearts away on foolish stuff. We will take $3 bill just to be foolish, I guess, even though I just said that that's something we should not do. Demon Judgment, much of the time, very useful friend and ally. This time, not so much. We need the speed upgrade. We have 1 red heart at the present moment. Okay. Fair. The worst part of this is going to be the backtracking. Every single room. Okay. Having to consider, do we go back and play the blood bank right now? Because the blood bank is like by far the most likely way to get a speed upgrade right now. We also, like, hopefully it doesn't even warrant mentioning, but we should bring it up, I guess. Do not take items that lower your speed or could lower your speed. The virus is a big one. Well, if I get a key, Mr. Mega might be worth it, but I don't feel comfortable calling an item Mr. I know that sounds backwards, but like, I don't know, it's just like, for some reason in my animal brain, it's like, who does the item think it is that I'm calling it Mr.? What, you think you're better than me? Am I gonna call you Sir now? I don't think so, buddy. No item is better than me, okay? Daddy, maybe I'll call it, but not Mr. Don't be ridiculous. Okay. Chub. Hello, person who is tracking chub kills. Here's another. Don't forget to add this one to the list. It's my own fault there for taking that damage. Shouldn't have gotten in his way with our very limited speed. Look at that. We're up to 0.95. Everything's coming together. Actually, like an acceptable amount of speed right now. I'm gonna be honest. With 1 key, I don't think I care about Mr. Mega as much as I care about going to the shop. Bomb and a key for 5 bombs, permanently upgraded bombs. It's not necessarily a bad deal, obviously. In fact, I mean, just in the raw metrics of it, it's a good deal. Man, this is the one time I was hoping we did not fight greed. It's embarrassing to think over the years how many times greed has led to my death, but not just the boss, but the concept. But no, mostly the boss. Like, especially when we first started playing Isaac, we died to this guy all the time. Now, was it worth going to the shop? No, but most of the time it would have been. At this point, I'm playing the mathematical game, you know? Sometimes the dice rolls are not going to work out in your favor. Most of the time, you still want to go with the smart money, you know? So 0.95 speed. It's not good. And we can still absolutely be hit by enemies that make it very difficult for us to dodge. But we're unlikely to be hit. As, like, substantially less likely to be hit. I mean, that almost raised our speed by 50%. So considering Polyphemus, Halo, $3 bill, etc., we should have a real good chance to win this run. Beyond that, we got a really good chance as well to activate... Hello? Oh, what the? Didn't even see you there. When you know what you're looking for is a different story, but still. Have you done boss rush? No. We'll see. A real good chance to activate Empty Vessel, which mostly for the invincibility is that something that interests me. What have I done? Why would you do that? We made it, but just something to spice it up. Keep life a little fresh, you know? Sometimes you gotta, you know, tell your friends you made the salsa with jalapenos, but you actually made it with boot jalokia. Now, it's not something you should actually do that, I mean, beyond being potentially abuse is like, Just a breach of the way the friends should act. But either way, you know, keeps things spicy. We are going to go to the curse room because we can leverage our spirit hearts pretty nicely right now. Mostly, we are looking for passive Guppy items. We already have Guppy's tail. Guppy's head we would pick up, of course, 9 lives. It didn't screw us on the last run, really. I screwed us on the last run. But it did contribute to the screw. And that's okay. It's probably a second secret room, but we're sadly like a little light on every consumable in the game. Well, keep going back this way. Are we gonna make it? Yeah, we're probably gonna make it to boss rush. I would say we're a little bit ahead of schedule right now. By the way, why step on that? Here's the thing. I thought I was smarter than the game. I thought at full speed I could still make that walk and not even have to worry about it. Just a good reminder that, you know, the best players, they're not just the best skillfully. Oh, shouldn't have done that. They do the little things right. My brain is telling me that this room is rare. Like, I have never seen this room or seen it only rarely. Is that correct? Joker? Seemed unusual to me. You know what? 2 bombs for 2 bombs plus. Seems like a good trade to me. I also don't know if we've ever had Mom's Razor on this save file, so enjoying that. I also don't know if we've ever had placebo, so I don't want it, but I'm gonna pick it up just to pick it up, and then, well, our donation didn't go necessarily according to plan, but okay. I think by doing that, we're actually gonna like drastically, at least in theory, speed up the save file progress here. And I'm not out to beat the game as soon as possible necessarily, but it's more of like a challenge thing, you know? Last time it took us almost a year. And it was, they were 1-a-day episodes, I think. So this time, if it takes us less than 6 months, I would be happy. Some of it comes down to luck. Some of it comes down to how quickly we're able to beat those challenges. We didn't have a sterling record on the challenges last time we went through. So there's room for improvement there. There's room for improvement here as well, though. I'm not sure if you've noticed. To be fair, I'm not going to prioritize boss rush just yet. I want to make sure this run's got a win inside of it first. Love it. Glitter bombs. Worth the key, and that's all I'll say about that, because my mom told me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Not a terrible item, but certainly not the be-all, end-all I was hoping for. I know we can get that chest and a little bit of money. Just trying to keep some pace for potential boss rush. Boss rush! I won't call an item Mister, but I will call it boss rush. Come on. I know there's a case to be made, without a doubt, for playing that Demon Judgment instead. But your boy is very desperate. Would love to pick up some HP, if possible. Some speed, if possible. Thank you for the red heart. Really appreciate it. Just, I'm telling you, it's a speed upgrade. I don't know how much HP I have. Please. I'm an old man. Come on! Okay, we have one more play. That's all Gil needs. Come on. One more. That's scary. We don't know where we stand. That's right. That should be open. I'm not perturbed by that. Okay. That's good stuff. Can't open that. 17 minutes. Ugh. I'm not nervous about, like, the run. I'm nervous, well, anxious. Apprehensive, that's a good word. Mild anxiety about something in specific, you know? I'm apprehensive about any boss rush chance here. And I keep calling it boss rush, which is even more embarrassing than anything we've done on this run in general. You've telepills me to the shop, and I am abundantly thankful for it. I don't think we need a battery. I did buy Pokemans, and I would do it again. Just something half useful, but also maybe we haven't had it before. I'll take Monstro's Lung on every run. Now, it's going to take us 20 years to charge a shot, but Monstro's Lung Polyphemus is hilarious. And if we get into trouble... First off, yeah... Ball of bandages, or Bandage Girl. Don't let me tell you how to live your life, but you ever consider, like, hitting the enemy? Maybe this was a terrible decision. Coming to terms with that right now. The damage output is okay, but here's what I think is going to happen, though. I think if we get a Tears upgrade, it's all going to come into focus. As of right now, I probably would not do Boss Rush. It's just too dangerous. Hey, it's my Pokego friend. I'm gonna try... I really wanted to hit that into the blue fires. Oh well. Dude, let's go for it. Maybe our deal with the devil will illuminate for us what we want out of Boss Rush here. Not so much. So we're gonna leave and not go to Boss Rush unless the item is incredible. Please, all I can say to you is don't follow in my footsteps, okay? Because there's some beauty on this run. And I mean 61 damage speaks for itself. Not to mention our spacebar item is going to help out a great deal, but... little on the slow side to begin with here. Please both pop up. Thank you so much. If we could guarantee 100% that we would always have Death's Touch, I would love it. Like, sure, it takes us 4 seconds away. Big whoop, right? Instead, it's the charge time and then also the speed that just, like, kills you. Why is Ball of Bandages so bad? Like, you've demonstrated. Is it deliberate to make this item, like, undesirable for reasons that make no sense to me? Or is it, like, the AI is just broken? Because there's other characters in the game that have awesome working AI. Not characters, but items. You know, I've seen them at PAX. Where's the good AI on Ball of Bandages? Is it reserved for the 4th level? It can't be for balance. Because, dude, Bumbo is way easier to get than 4th level Bandage Girl. And also is better. So, I mean, the balance argument doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not a game designer. You know what might pull this together and also stop my complaining simultaneously? Clutch Epiphora pickup. I know what you're saying. Isn't Epiphora the website that you buy makeup from? No, that's Sephora. Wouldn't expect you to know that, you charlatan. That's you saying that to me, not me saying that to you. No, it's true. I have awkwardly served as a... You know, I've offered my hand to my wife to test skin tone makeups against. It's a husbandly, boyfriendly, domestic duty. You'll understand if you've been there. Please, give me a chance to charge. Just let me knock you out. Oh. I kind of hate it. Let's go. I'm glad we're doing it, though. I think it's pretty clear we're actually, like, going to succeed. Nobody's idea of, like, the best time. Now Ball of Bandages is doing some work against an enemy that's very, very simple to kill. But respect nonetheless. Once it's done, it's done. And also, we unlock something that I'm eager to see what it is. I know it's not going to be the speed upgrade, but a man can dream. Maggie's bow. Pretty good item, actually. We're going to stick with the ball of bandages. Or the Book of Revelations, I should say. And the reason is a 4th level bandage girl is really good. There's a chance we fight Mr. Fred, or as I call him, Daddy Fred. That would mess things up. Look at this. This is ridiculous. The speed. If we don't fight Mr. Fred, I think there's one more. Conquest? If we fight Conquest, it could screw the whole thing up. But apart from that, we gotta... I mean, as good of a chance as you could ever ask for. I'm begging you. Like, if there's a benevolent Isaac God out there and he's not busy, Lord knows there's not too much suffering on planet Earth. So, like, if you got nothing better to do, please consider hooking me up with a Tears and/or Speed upgrade. What about the Halo? Yeah, I know, you did just give me the Halo, but, like, we could really use another one. We're still, like, markedly below average, okay? That's what I said when you were born. That's just insulting, okay? That's an insult to me and my parents. I don't respect your comment there, God. Really. So we did get 4th level Bandage Girl. That's a huge accomplishment, save file-wise. It's a huge meta accomplishment. Now, oh, do we have a Tomo? Please welcome to the show, Tomo! Did you poop or eat? You only come in here after you poop or eat. Which one was it? You're right, you don't have to tell me. I'm not a cop. Hello, my son. He's got a really nice morning habit. Comes into my office, meows, and then jumps on my desk and tries to drink a little of my coffee. A beverage which is poisonous and toxic to cats. I wouldn't suggest it, Tomo. I know you need a little perk in the morning, okay? But, like, you can't drink caffeine. It's bad for you. You'll, at the very least, you have a chance to get sick and throw up. Have we fought Hush? Don't make me do it. Come on, don't make me do it. Oh, I don't need that. Why is it that every time we get the arcade chance, we also have to deal with having no idea what our HP is actually at? It's a bummer, man. Tomo! He's got no meows remaining. I can tell by the look on his face. No meows remaining. Nah, he's washing himself. That means he just ate. Hey, stop that. You wouldn't believe, by the way, and my paranoia has served me well when it comes to being a pet owner. Sometimes it leads to a little bit of ridiculousness, like before bed I'll be like, Kate, did you close the bathroom door? And she'll be like, yeah, why? And I'll be like, well, the cats might go into the bathroom. The laundry room door that's adjacent to the bathroom doesn't close properly, and there's some borax in there. They could knock it over and eat enough to get sick. And she's like, I got it. And I'm like, okay, I know you said that, but I'm gonna go check anyway. That's probably overkill. I recognize it as completely irrational, but at the same time, and it's also not like habitual. It's not like that happens every night, but like in my head, I'm like, well, I could just do it and then I'll fall asleep, rather than like perhaps try to fall asleep and be like, well, it's still, if I just checked, I'd feel better right now. Which is probably like the seeds of how people rationalize having obsessive compulsive disorder, but YOLO! No, I don't think I actually, I mean, you can look at my desk. I tell you, I'm not at risk of obsessive compulsive disorder. Or at least I don't suffer from it right now. Sometimes when I go to the bathroom, I don't even wash my hands. Just kidding. But I definitely don't wash them 20 times. Please let me get an undeserved deal with the devil here. Very good damage. Dude, maybe we do want to fight Hush. Maybe this is the perfect opportunity to fight Hush. The womb is scarred. Fine, I'll do it, but just because you're twisting my arm. But then, like, you wouldn't believe how many things are poisonous to pets. Various plants. Everyone more or less knows, I think, about, like, poinsettias, but, you know, people will just give you, because, you know, Kate's a musician. It's, ooh, not bad. It's a musician sort of thing that after you perform, people will give you, like, a bouquet if they're friends or family. Both of these are bad, admittedly, but we'll take them anyway. Because there's no reason not to. And you go home and you look up the flowers and you go, not poisonous, not poisonous, not poisonous. Oh, lethal if they get even like a little pollen on them. They can get very ill. So you go, okay, let's just toss those out. Tossed out a lot of flowers in my day. You might be saying, well, why not just put the flowers in an area the cats can't reach? First off, cats can reach anywhere. Secondly, I don't want to spend my entire day babysitting whether or not the cats are trying to eat these flowers, you know? That's not really what my job is, so peace of mind is worth a lot. Coffee, yes. Various, you know, fruits and vegetables. You might not think it, but it's true, you know? Coffee, chocolate, most people know about that one. Before I feed these cats anything, I Google it. I go, is this safe for animals? 90% of the time, yes. 10% of the time, do not feed them that. Like, for example, don't feed your cats antifreeze. Now, you might be wondering, why did I Google that? That sounds like it's rife for a problem. Well, it was a problem. I broke a snow globe once, and all of the liquid inside of it went all over the grounds. So I Googled, what's in a snow globe? And then I Googled cats antifreeze, and I learned, you know, it's like if they even so much as inhabit the same universe as a drop of antifreeze, the vapor could infect them, you know, like. Now, you never know, I guess. Sometimes you go to a website and the website will be like, you know, catfriendly.com, and you're like, I don't know if I trust that, but sometimes it's like the Humane Society or something like that, and you're like, okay, I trust you 100%. I'm just saying, better safe than sorry. Hey, level 4 Bandage Girl, you ever consider thank you? Really appreciate it. This is actually, all things considered, this is not a miserable Hush fight. Will I fight Delirium on it? No? How's that? I really shouldn't have done Boss Rush. Or probably the Hush fight either. Yet here we are. Mostly just because this run, while acceptable to beat those enemies, I would not describe it as good. So I'm using Little Brim to try to kill that last fly. There we go. Why stand there? You know what I'm trying to do is make sure... Oh my word. Make sure multi-dimensional baby. Make sure I'm standing next to multi-dimensional baby. Come on, come on. He's dead, dude. He's dead. Come on. Because if I'm standing next to multi-dimensional baby, all of my shots like double in power. Okay, this is highly obvious. We should... Purity, great item. Happy to see it, but we should not fight Delirium on this one. We should get the heck out of town. We might still lose this one, honestly. I doubt it, but there's always the chance. Mostly, it's this just god-awful rate of fire. Which we did to ourselves by taking Monstro's Lung. But, I mean, it's hard to... It's the weirdest thing to be mad about, because it's like our rate of fire is horrible, but our DPS did go, like, markedly up. Depending on what our $3 bill effect is, like... I just don't know if we've had it, so I'll take it. We kill most bosses in, like, a single hit. Now, bosses with multiple forms, or bosses that split, tend to be pretty tedious, but even that was, like, very easy, as you saw right there. But yeah, I mean, it's not a 10 out of 10 run, but it's not a 4. Well, maybe it's a 4, but it's a good 4. You know, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. You know, movies, I think, oftentimes end up... There's bad 4s where you're like, I was bored watching that. And then there's good 4s where you're like, that movie was interesting, but I did not like it. I think some people, you know, one of the things I find annoying about, like, movie criticism sometimes is... I'm not a critic, nor am I even really that much of a cinephile. But it seems like people overrate movies with interesting concepts. Just because a movie is interesting, it can also be bad. And inevitably, any movie that I say an example is going to annoy people who liked it. But I'm going to say it anyway. Number one example for me is probably The Fountain by Darren Aronofsky, starring Hugh Jackman, Rachel Weisz. Extremely interesting movie. A chore to watch, in my opinion. Lots of beautiful moments, but a whole lot of snoozing in between. And I want you to know, I get it. It's not that I don't get the movie. I get as much as, you know, there is to get. I just think, just because it's interesting doesn't necessarily make it a masterpiece. Everybody's probably got their own examples. Annihilation, not a 4. But it was kind of in the same boat for me. I've been bringing it up a lot because it's fresh in my memory, but, you know, very interesting movie. Cool themes. I like the way the themes were tackled in the events that took place in the movie. And the overarching, you know, everybody's got their own problem and their own way to deal with it within the madness that occurs throughout the movie. Understandable. That being said, just didn't have a great time watching it. Then there's movies that are interesting, but are also, like, really good. Like Ex Machina. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo Ex Machina. I don't know where that came from. Now, we only have 2 keys. So, save up and use them on the chest, because we need items. That's not fair, you telefragged me. Or at least you wanted to. I think our rate of fire went down right as we went to shoot. So it was like, you didn't say the magic word. Okay. Oh, it's Epiphora. Exactly what we've asked for. And then PhD, which is okay. So we can get to 75, 60. What happens when I let go, though? Especially if I let go in the wrong direction. Well. Oh, sure. Let's make our... Oh, dude, we're at the cap. It's actually impossible. Yeah, whenever we release to shoot, we're going to lose the Epiphora bonus. So, disregard. It's not a good item for us. Either way, quad shot carried no negatives. In case you were like, why is NL complaining about his charge time? Maybe because it's the highest charge time the game will even allow. It's kind of a feat in and of itself that we're actually, like, still... I hate it. That we're still doing a lot of damage in turn. What happened there? For the 15th time this match, I went to shoot, and then as I went to shoot, the game was like, nah, your rate of fire is now slower, so you just wasted your shot opportunity and have to start from 0. Please just illuminate that boss fight for me. I'm ready. I'm just doing a quick, like, A/B test to see if maybe Little Brim was better DPS, and I think the answer to that question is a big no. I think we're better off charging our own shot, which makes perfect sense when you consider that we have Polyphemus, but... It is a little tedious, but we're almost done. There's 2 runs in a row that haven't really popped in the way I would like them to, but you know what? That's what makes Isaac Isaac, I suppose. If I'm annoyed with anything, it's that we got the exact item we asked for, and it turns out it wasn't any good for us, and I was just wrong about it. After this, I need just like... I need a little palate cleanser, because I'm mentally, like, spent after those last 2 runs. It did it again! Right as we have a charge, it goes, no you don't. Why you gotta be so rude? I'm your #1 fan, dude. Why you gotta change my charge time? I'm gonna win the run anyway. Screw you, Tyrone. Win the run anyway. Screw you, Edmund. Win the run anyway. I shouldn't actually. I don't mean like that as an offensive screw you. It's more just like, you know, it fit the syllabic tone of the song. You get the idea. Yeah, remember that song from 2014? Yeah, it was the final song on my 8th grade dance. Please never speak again. You're reminding me of my mortality too much, and I don't respect it. Please. All we gotta do is probably hit Blue Baby 2 times. And that by Blue Baby... No, I do mean Blue Baby. If we hit Blue Baby 2 times, they will die. If we hit them 3 times, I think it's shame on them. I can't remember. Or it's like won't get hit again. One of the 2. Love to get hit. Love to get hit. My favorite. For the 15th time in this match, they've screwed me again on that fire, right? Why 15? Because it raises by 15, so my brain's saying it, I guess. Cool range upgrade. Proptosis as well, so damage way up. Oh my word. Oh, just let me shoot. Just let me shoot. Once we shoot, everything dies like Proptosis Polyphemus. But, man, I'll tell you one thing. Really should not have taken Monstros long, if only for my own sanity. Like, the rate of fire, DPS-wise, it might have been a benefit, but, like, if you gave me Eve's Mascara on this run, I would probably uninstall. Now, like I said, hit twice. And, you know, it's like, what's Egg complaining about, but... Okay, that was pretty sick. We're out. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will. I'll see you next time. See ya. See ya.